Hello and welcome to 5 to Know, back in the Lee Video Studio for the first time since the beginning of March of this year. God, it's been weird. I'm your host and producer, Nat Cardona. Let me give you a quick rundown of what we do around here. Some days, 5 to Know focuses on a trending topic and the 5 things you need to know about it. And other days, 5 to Know focuses on 5 top trending stories. The lighter stuff, the weird stuff, not politics, not protests. We try to keep divisive topics to a minimum here. We could all use a break from what's going on out there sometimes. You'll find this on your local news website, as well as your local newspaper's Facebook page. And hey, if you don't like what you see here, just keep on scrolling. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. On to today's topic. Macy's has announced changes for the Thanksgiving Day Parade this year. For the first time ever, it's gonna be TV only. Shocker. You won't see that traditional 2.5-mile route with thousands of people or participants. The people you see will be socially distanced and masked, and the 80 to 100 handlers that normally walk with the balloons to the city will be replaced by specialty vehicles. So instead of dwelling on yet another 2020 big change, let's go down memory lane to better times and 5 interesting facts you may not know about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The first ever Thanksgiving Day Parade was back in 1924, and it was actually called the Macy's Christmas Parade at that time. There were 3 floats pulled by horses, 4 bands and zoo animals from the Central Park Zoo. On to the next thing. Those gigantic balloons made their first appearance in 1927 with the help of helium. Apparently, kids were afraid of the zoo animals that were brought in through the parade, so they resorted to the balloons. Good time to mention, this is the same year that they thought it'd be a good idea to just start cutting ties to the balloons when the parade was over and just releasing them into the sky. By 1928, Macy's began offering a $100 reward for any balloons that were returned. And where would you return them? Oh, to the mailing address that was attached to the balloon. Go figure. Fast forward to 1942 to 1944. Things were different for those 3 years because of the shortage of helium and rubber during World War II. That was the only time that the celebration had been called off. But then 2020 came. So now let's just talk about those balloons in general. Their dimensions vary, but most are about 5 to 6 stories high, 60 feet long and 30 feet wide. As mentioned earlier, you need about 80 to 100 handlers. And in a typical year, that makes for 2,000 to 3,000 handlers. As you can imagine, Macy's begins planning the parade at least a year in advance. Just think about it. All those big balloons and their designs, putting them together. The singers you have on the floats. So yeah, while this year may be different because everything is turned upside down this year, we can at least hope that 2021 will fall right back in tradition, right back on track. This is 5 to Know. I'm your host and producer, Nat Cardona. I'll see you later.